Players rise and players fall. Week 1 is in the books, but before Sunday, we need wide receiver rankings for Week 2 of the 2024 NFL season. Welcome to E&M Fantasy Football, where I combine industry-leading data, Vegas sportsbooks, and expert analysis to provide you with optimal weekly rankings for the utmost accuracy when setting your weekly lineups in your fantasy football league. I'm writing this on Wednesday night for Friday's video. Expect more videos later every week for the other unit groupings like running back, quarterback, and tight end. And to start off, the top 40 wide receivers for Week 1, full PPR. We have Tyreek Hill. We're going to go fast with this tier. At number 1, Hill is the undisputed wide receiver king. Huge game this Thursday, especially if they're limited with the run game. At 98.5 over-under from Vegas, he leads the pack. CeeDee Lamb. I know 61 receiving isn't what you wanted Week 1, but he was facing Denzel Ward. He's not playing Denzel Ward every week. Cut him some slack. 88.5 over-under. Lock him in. Cooper Kupp. Are we surprised with Puka exiting the game that Kupp performed like this? I'm not. Get used to it. 85.5 over-under from Vegas. Yes, sir. Amon-Ra St. Brown. The Lions' total this week against the Bucs is set by sportsbooks for 52 total points scored. What else can I say? Amon-Ra should show up big time. And A.J. Brown. You thought Week 1 was impressive for A.J. Brown? The showing is going to continue facing Atlanta this week. Enough said. If you're lucky, you have one of these top 5 guys. A tier begins with the other elite wide receivers, starting at 6, with Justin Jefferson. Darnold looks to be in shape to deliver top-tier receiving yards for Jay Jettis with 80.5 receiving set by Vegas. Rest assured, he can get it facing the Niners. Mike Evans. Holy moly, Mike Evans, you dirty dog. This guy is unbelievable. He's on the other side of the ball in the Lions for the high-score game of the week. The air yards are coming. Rashee Rice. Patty Mahomes is going to absolutely dice up this Bengals secondary. And who's going to be the primary beneficiary of this slaughter? Chiefs have a new number 1, not named Travis Kelce. We end the A tier and begin with more elite players, but with some caveats. B tier begins with Nico Collins at number 9. His upside is undeniable. They get the Bears. Good luck holding CJ and company to 104 passing yards. Jalen Waddle. Same as Hill. High-scoring game. Tua is going to be slinging the ball all over the field to keep up with Josh Allen. We can expect more work out of this unit on the short week, especially if the running backs aren't 100%. Garrett Wilson. I know you were disappointed with Week 1, but rejoice. The opportunity is now. If Rodgers and Wilson can't get it done against the Titans on Sunday, expect Wilson to fall. Jamar Chase. Almost the same story here with Chase and Burrow, minus the easy matchup, but the fact remains, if they have any hope of winning, we need these two to be on the same page or he'll suffer in the rankings. For the last guy in this tier, ErvinandM.com. ErvinandM.com is my company my best friend and I started in 2020. We literally make everything ourselves by hand. We have earrings, rings, necklaces, bracelets, tie clips, apparel, and more. Over a dozen curated gemstones and 100 handcrafted products. If you need a gift or something special for yourself, use the promo code in the description, find something you love, and buy it today. Now back to the video. That's your top 12 guys. This is where the concern begins. It's guys you have to play, but with less guarantees. From here, the picture is less clear, and we need a bit more analysis and nuance to sort the rest. C tier begins with Michael Pittman Jr. We'll give him another shot to get home. He had the targets, but Anthony Richardson isn't like anyone else MPJ has had his entire career. There's a bit of fear the structure moving forward is going to inhibit his production rather than elevate it. I don't know what else to say. And at 14 and 15, we're going to go back-to-back with Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. It's impossible to say who's going to benefit more here, but to be honest, it's neither of them. The running game being the identity of San Fran's offense, boom or bust. I don't know if I'd go that far, but their ceiling's high. That's for sure. Devonta Smith at 16. Speaking of high ceilings, you want good players in good offenses, and Smith and Waddle are the best examples of wide receiver 2s on a team that could easily be wide receiver 1s on other teams. Devontae Adams. This could be a little disrespectful for the vet, but what did I just say? He's a great player, but he isn't on a great offense. He deserves to be higher, but he gets the Ravens D, and boy, the total line is telling. Raiders are 9.5-point underdogs, meaning their implied team total this Sunday is only 16. 16 points. That is truly remarkable. Yikes. Chris Godwin. He's set to deliver as wide receiver 2 this week. I don't have any concerns with Godwin. He looks great. He commanded the most targets. He's being more utilized than ever before. You can feel good about this one. Malik Neighbors. I know Daniel Jones is a criminal. He robbed in New York, and I hope he gets locked up. Respectfully. Neighbors was second in targets, but most efficient. This is a great sign. We just need more. The opportunity is now facing Washington. We need to see it. And for 20 and 21, we're going to go back-to-back with Chris Olave and Drake London. Let's see. Who led the Saints receiving week 1? Rashid Shaheed. Okay. Foster Moreau. That's weird. Kamara. Juwan Johnson. Williams. Oh, no. No. 11 yards, 2 targets. London, 15 yards, 3 targets. Panic. It's the panic alert. Grab something and hold on. It's a disaster. That'll do it for the C tier. D tier. These guys are slated for 50 to 60 receiving yards by Vegas sportsbooks. We're in the weeds now. DJ Moore. Caleb Williams had a disappointing debut. He still got targeted a ton and had the most yards, but at 36 receiving, it's not saying much. His line set at 59.5 tells us the Bears should be better. But let's be honest, the Texans aren't going to allow them to make it a game. Zay Flowers at 23. Are we terrified with 37 yards last week? Not really. 10 targets and positive game scripts is all you need to know. We have to understand that Flowers' fate was written the moment he arrived with the Ravens. Get used to him being a low-end wide receiver 2, high-end wide receiver 3. Passing volume is just not there with Lamar. Stephon Diggs. If you wanted to scoot Diggs up to the top of this tier, I wouldn't mind. Last week, he showed us that they went and got him for the short stuff. He's going to need those red zone targets every game, and even then, it's hard to justify setting and forgetting when he'll likely be touchdown dependent. DK Metcalf. I don't want to be too hard on DK. Geno is okay, but the story here is more the matchup. Patriots D is nasty, and Bill Belichick or not, they're going to bracket Metcalf. If I was a betting man, I'd take the under on his line this week at less than 62 yards. Terry McLaurin at 26. Like Anthony Richardson and MPJ, Terry McLaurin has long been the beneficiary of pocket quarterbacks and volume. Jaden Daniels does not play that kind of football. We'll have to keep a close eye week to week to see how they involve Scary Terry. Hopefully more. Keenan Allen. I know it sucked, but there's hope for the old man. He commanded the most targets. He's still not 100%. Dare I say we can only go up from here. Amari Cooper. At 58.5 over-under, there's optimism, but this isn't what you wanted from Amari. Not his fault, though. The Browns are on red alert. Panic meter 10. Watson looks terrible. Physically, he looked better, but his ability to read the defenses and get through his progressions was absent. Xavier Worthy. He was the next most productive guy in the receiving corps behind Rice. He gets 68 total yards in his debut. Not that bad, but with the return of Hollywood and the fact that Mahomes spreads the ball to 8 different people, including himself sometimes, it remains to be seen how far Xavier can rise. George Pickens. This sucks for Pickens. He's obviously talented, but this team just doesn't play the football that Pickens desires, and that's probably not going to change anytime soon. Tank Dell. It's a testament to how good offenses with good players can get multiple skill positions home, and a tragedy how we find some of these talents so low on the rankings. Tank Dell is the Texans' wide receiver 3, and he's still more viable than a lot of these guys, and his ceiling is as high as the amount of plays the Texans ran last week. It was almost 70. Insane. Completely insane, honestly. Jameson Williams. Is J-Mo here to stay? I think so. Week 1 indicates he's a full-time player now. And while we're excited, there's a lot of room for growth here. I'm rooting for him to rise. We just need to see more targets. But with the Lions run package, I don't really expect it. And for the last tier, you already know what it is. RIP. 33 and 34 will go back-to-back again with Brian Thomas Jr. and Christian Kirk. It's baffling, really. I don't know what the Jags' plan is. They ran the ball for 128 yards. They threw for 162. 3 targets for Gabe Davis, 4 for Brian Thomas, 4 for Kirk, 3 for Etienne, 4 for Ingram, 1 for Parker Washington. This ain't it, Jacksonville. Free Trevor. Jaden Reed. Another tough pill to swallow. Look, there isn't much to say. There's seriously about a 0% chance that he performs like he did last week with Malik Willis under center. No one in Green Bay is startable until Love returns. Not even Reed. Keon Coleman. His over-under is set at 44.5 yards. Targets from last week indicate he's the wide receiver 1 for Buffalo, but that doesn't equal what we'd hope. Until Josh Allen and McDermott reel in the Josh Allen hero ball, the receiving core is going to suffer. Vlad McConkey. Holy crap. These dudes win, and they still lose. What a disaster for Harbaugh and Herbert. They're fist fighting each other after plays, getting ejected. 144 passing yards. Vlad leads the team with 7 targets and 39 yards. I guess he's the bright spot. .38, Calvin Ridley. Oh, man. Ridley is in a tough situation. They want him to be their wide receiver 1. He gets the first looks, 7 targets. Will Levis is simply just not effective enough. He's terrible. Respectfully. And last and least, at 39, Deontay Johnson. I don't know what to say. the Panthers are unwatchable. Dave Canales has an unfathomable amount of work to do. You can't drop him. You can't start him until further notice. I sincerely hope this helps everyone watching. Comment below what you think of this week's rankings. Are you scared? Are you going to destroy? Let me know. Thank you for your time. And if you want to support the channel so I can keep making videos like these, subscribe and turn on post notifications so you can see all the videos each week before submitting your lineups. It's free, so it's a good value. And if you want to support me, check out my store at www.ervinandm.com. I have two passions, fantasy football and small business. We're a two-man show at E&M. We take pride in the quality and craftsmanship of our products. There's no better way to support me than buying a gift or something special for yourself. Everything is handcrafted from limited stock here in North Carolina by me and him. By us. We ship anywhere in the U.S. Use the promo code in the description. Thanks again if you're still with me. That's the video. See you in the comments in the next video.